Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Cole and Jay here, after dark.
We got a hot and spicy one for y'all tonight. So, Jay and I have driven over to one of our favorite creeks. We actually were at this creek in our first video on the channel, but it's gonna be totally different tonight because as soon as the sun goes down, all the animals come out. We're about to find a bunch of water snakes, hopefully. Not everybody knows that Diamondback water snakes exist. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna catch y'all, hopefully, a couple of Diamondback water snakes, maybe some broad-banded water snakes, some midland water snakes, some plain belly water snakes, all sorts of water snakes. And well, we're gonna bag them up. I got a bag. We're gonna bag them up, probably bring them back to the house so we can get them out in the daylight and get a sick ID on all these snakes. We can show you all y'all the key characteristics of these snakes. So with that, we're gonna hop in the creek and get after it. You ready to go?
Let's go, let's go.
Let's jump.
There's something in the water. And I'm gonna catch it. Hey guys.
Hey, as promised, we're back at it day after our little night excursion catching the snakes. We're at our house, we're sitting at the picnic table, got the beautiful lake behind us, and we have a storm coming in, it sounds like. We get this giant thunderhead trying to come in and mess up our videoing. So we're gonna try to knock this out before we get dumped on, because we do not want to get the camera wet. Anyways, so let's just cut straight to the chase. We've got our bag of snakes. They slept inside the Harkin house last night. They were all super cozy in their bag. And we're gonna pop this open and we're gonna show you what we caught. You already saw bits and pieces of what we caught, but we're gonna show you an up close look of our catches and some of the key identifying characteristics of each of these water snakes. Because water snakes, I tied a good knot, getting out.
Do, 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 do,
Stop.
do.
I tied it too good. Okay, we're getting there. And I'm saying water snakes are definitely some of the most controversial snakes that we'll have in the States. They are often victimized or villainized for being all venomous and all being water moccasin. Basically, if you see a snake in the water, it's automatically assumed it's water moccasin in most community settings. So we're gonna try to debunk some of those myths for y'all today. And we have 3 species in the bag from the genus Nerodia. There are 5 different water snakes in the same genus Nerodia that we wish we could have caught all of them in that one night, but at that particular site there's only 3 that occur there. So we got all 3. And these are some of the most often misidentified ones in the first place anyways. What I'm especially excited about is getting out these beautiful Diamondback water snakes that so many of you got your feelings hurt about in our Jay caught a big Diamondback water snake video. These do exist. These are not unicorns.
They are real.
They're real. And if you don't believe us, I have the official The Amphibians and Reptiles of Arkansas book bookmarked to the page with the Diamondback.
Oh my gosh, it is
water
real.
Snake. Well, y'all ready to see some snakes? I know that Jessica and I are ready to get them out and show them to y'all. So, without further ado, we're gonna do like a mystery snake grab bag roulette kind of thing. So,
we're just gonna stick our hand there and grab them.
we're gonna see
whatever we pull out, that's the one we're gonna talk about.
That's what we're gonna talk about.
Comment below if you would reach your hand into a bag of snakes. Get this one. Oh.
Oh, baby. Number 1 is the most notorious on our channel. This is the elusive, the secretive, the king of all water snakes, the Diamondback water snake. Okay, so now we're gonna have a look at the dorsal coloration and patterns which give this snake its name Diamondback. As you can see, the color of the snake is a tan or olive grayish color, kind of a blend, and you can see the series of alternating dark bands that interconnect together to form this chain-like diamond pattern. As we flip the snake over, you're going to see that the belly is a creamy to yellowish color and has numerous dark, irregular spaced half-moon spots. We have another species of water snake in the state, the green water snake, Nerodia cyclopeon, that has the opposite. It has a dark belly with light half-moon spots. And this is another key characteristic to identify this water snake from another water snake. The Diamondback water snake is a large, heavy-bodied water snake and is in fact the largest and most common water snake species that occurs in the state of Arkansas. Females of this species attain greater lengths than males, so this snake is more than likely a young female, or it could be an adult male. Another quick thing I want to mention before we swap snake species is I want you to look at this snake's eye. You can see that the snake has a round pupil, and this is key in identifying this snake from a venomous species of snake. Water moccasins, copperheads, and rattlesnakes all have an elliptical pupil, much like a cat does. Okay, we got our second snake. I'm gonna put this one back in the bag. This snake that Jessica's holding is another extremely common water snake. The plain-bellied water snake doesn't quite reach the same size of our Diamondbacks, but they're still moderately large in comparison to our other snake species. As the snake's name states, the plain-bellied water snake gets its name from its uniform and unpatterned belly. The color of its belly can range from a cream color to a bright yellow. As we take a look at the dorsum of this species, you can see that it is this really nice olive gray to dark greenish gray color, and you can also see a little bit of the blotching pattern on its back. Juveniles of this species rely heavily on their blotching patterns and therefore look totally different whenever they're young. They use this blotching to help them blend in with their environment to avoid possible predators. These snakes are not habitat specialists, meaning that they're not picky on where they choose to live. You can find these snakes just about anywhere there's water. Anything ranging from a lake to rivers to oxbows to creeks and canals and ditches and ponds, and just about any sort of water feature you can think of, you could possibly find this snake inhabiting it. This next snake that I have is the Midland water snake, Nerodia cypodon pluralis, and that is a subspecies of the northern water snake, also known as the common water snake in most parts of its range. This particular snake has a lot brighter coloration. This one looks kind of dark at the moment, but you can see those bands. These colors are a lot brighter. They range from kind of an orangish color to a reddish, like kind of a brick red color, and they're really, really pretty. So you can find these snakes just about anywhere. And with that, you'll find them in areas you don't see other water snakes. So like we have a river in north central Arkansas called the Spring River, and it's a spring-fed river, obviously, and it flows, and the water temperature year-round is pumped out at 58 degrees. So most water snakes don't really like that cold water, that cooler water, but these guys don't mind it too bad, and they'll spend a lot of time in areas where you have cooler water. So if you get up like on top of a mountain and you have like this spring-fed little stream up there, the only water snake you're probably gonna find up there is this particular water snake. We're gonna show you the belly on this one. This one here is a completely different belly coloration than the other two. Snake's belly is always gonna have this reddish marking on it, these reddish half moons on it. Completely different than the diamondback on the side. And this is true for species of a snake of all sizes, small or large. They're all gonna have this reddish hue to them. If one were to stumble upon one of these snakes in the wild and wasn't sure what it was, you could easily misidentify it for either a copperhead or a cottonmouth, because you will find copperheads in the water sometimes. But the difference between this snake and a copperhead is a copperhead has hourglass shaped markings on their back, and they're a lot lighter. They're never this, copperheads are hardly ever this dark. And as always, you can look at the pupil. These. Okay, here's a baby.
Baby.
Babies!
One more baby.
Leave a thumbs up if you love babies. Okay guys, you've heard the word enough. We're not having a baby, but we have babies. Hold your babies up.
Got my babies.
Got our babies.
Oh.
Now babies are tricky because whenever they first are born, they all look so much alike. They all have the look of this one in the middle right here. This is the plain belly water snake. This is the diamondback water snake. And can you hold the other one up? Mm-hmm. And this one. Whoop,
this one's a little wild.
This here's a little wild and crazy. Call him Crazy Horse. This one's the Midland. Here we're going to give you a quick view on the dorsal patterns on these 3 juvenile snakes. You have the Midland on the left, followed by the plain belly in the center, and the diamondback on the right. As you can see in the Midland and diamondback water snake, the patterns are very similar to the adult phases, but you can see on the plain belly that it has a lot more brown blotching on it, which is a lot different than what it looks like when it's an adult, as we alluded to earlier in the video. However, as we flip over the snakes, you can see that the belly patterns remain true throughout all life stages of these individual snake species. The Midland has the red half moons, and the diamondback has the dark half moon colors, while the plain belly lacks any patterns at all. It just has the solid, uniform, creamy yellow color belly.
Okay, we're about to let all these water snakes go.
And we have a serious storm brewing overhead, so we gotta do this quick and dirty style. So, I have the 3 babies. Get one last look at the little babies. Say bye, guys.
Bye, babies.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Jay's got the big ones. All these snakes are indigenous to Lake Conway, so we're gonna let them go. Be free in the big pond.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
All together. Come on, Diamondback.
Okay. Sick. That's a big old cloud. We are right underneath the storm. The snakes are released.
It feels good out here.
It does feel good out here. Hopefully it'll still feel good when the clouds go away and the storm rolls through. But Jay and I are gonna call it a day. Gonna head back in the house, get out of the elements. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this video
was helpful.
Yeah, we hope this video was helpful. And if you enjoy this video, leave us a comment, like the video, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can catch up with all of the other snake videos we have coming out down the pipe. Almost back into the tree, but it's okay. We love every one of you guys. Thank you for the support. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Remember guys, be safe on the water, and if you see a water snake, please admire it from a distance and please don't go after it with a hoe. They're much more valuable alive than dead. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Thank you again for watching. We love you.